Okay, we're fucking continuing, guys. Here we go. Yeah, let's do this. So today I have to. Well, I don't have to play Genshin. I'll tell you that right now. I'm doing this because I want to. But also because, as I said, I'm on a time limit with this event and shit. So I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible. But I do have to record One Piece today. I have to record 4 episodes of One Piece, all tonight. So my plan right now is to play this. Hopefully I'll do this story mission of Genshin. And then I can go and record One Piece. And then I can have dinner and stuff. And then maybe tonight, if I get more time, I'll do the other story mission of Genshin that I have to do, the Kokomi one. And then if that's done, then that would mean if I can get them both done today, which I doubt it, but if I could, that would be amazing. And then tomorrow, maybe I can get started on the event, which would be so good. I'd be so excited about that. So let's jump into, this is the Raiden Shogun Story Quest Act 2. I imagine Act 2 came out way later than Act 1 did.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Hello, Erica
Recently,
Mendez.
The Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
the Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed. As ever, I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Of course.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Rift Towns?
Rift Towns? On Narukami Island?
I don't know what Rift
Yes.
Towns are.
We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
I believe I
Good.
understand.
Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their
Okay.
main priority
So are we gonna
is
get,
to protect the civilian population.
A's help?
So they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
I'll send those pooches
You
packing.
have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
She's like, I sincerely doubt that. The loading screen takes longer. Okay. It's up here. Maybe just, now. Where's the fastest? I guess this is close enough. That's close enough. I'm sure we'll make it. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to see if I can just, like, open up this chest over here. Maybe I kill these guys. Hey, guys.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
No. Mercy. Boom boom.
So soon. I will have order.
I will have order. Wait, I just destroyed this guy. Look at that.
Out of my sight.
Don't
I don't like this chick standing on the edge. Like, you're gonna fall off and it's gonna be annoying for both of us. Okay, good. Good job.
mirror into the tape.
Order guide you.
Order guide you.
Speed of light.
There we go. Very nice. Okay, that's that handled. Not to worry.
bad, as far as treasure is
I believe there'll be a reset in 8 minutes. So at that point there'll probably be a bunch of pop-ups. Does it happen like halfway through a cutscene? Probably not, right? They probably wait till the cutscene's over to do those pop-ups. I guess we'll find out.
Nowhere to hide.
What are those symbols? What's the symbol above their heads? A little strong man.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Owned. So these are Rift Hounds. I think I recognize them. I think I've faced them before. Didn't know what they were called. And I think I've only faced them like once or twice.
Don't blink.
Solidify.
Myself that nice little barrier. Hey!
Wow, there are so many of them. No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help. Come on, Traveler, you can take them.
Damn! Owned. Oh! Yes! Hey! That was both a sound and a name.
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
It's A.
It's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Which was yesterday.
Okay, so it's more like A. It is you, right?
Yes.
You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What brings you out this
I'm
time?
making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we
You
took a
came
walk
to hug
around
us?
Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous Rift Hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
We can deal with
If
monsters.
the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Because she doesn't give a fuck.
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard.
So you gotta
Their
nip it in the
duty
bud.
was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Kanria.
So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
No, it's good.
But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
That's great.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
Yes,
From
ma'am.
the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Kanria.
Yeah. Legit. She might have some useful information.
Color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Although, I mean, I don't want to get too meta here. The story quests do tend to have really important information, but not like the most important information, you know, like because you should be able to understand all the Archon quests without doing the story quest necessarily. So unless it's like a story quest that is required to continue. So because of that, I feel like her information is going to be kind of useful, but not super useful. But I guess we'll see. I don't think it's gonna blow anything wide open.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
Good.
Stuff that's flowing out. Is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh?
Oh,
What's this?
spirits? How terrible.
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey, but why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Kitamura.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you?
We can talk to
What are
them.
you doing
Wow.
here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
What monsters?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere.
Damn.
They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right
Read the
now,
room, Paimon.
but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over.
Her voice is very
What do you mean?
soothing.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Is he disappearing?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not
Aw.
mistaken,
The way her voice
what we
cracked
just
there.
saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
I see.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
And he said you weren't there.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat.
But they said she wasn't around.
Although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time.
Oh.
But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last.
Let's
But
just
even
pretend
then,
she did, even if she didn't.
Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey,
Is this a loss that Yamiko mentioned?
For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
Oh. It's okay. At least you're getting this out. You probably haven't talked to anyone about this in hundreds of years, if anyone, if ever.
Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
So you're no longer stuck in the past?
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for
I like how Trevor every once in a while nods.
is not the eternity that I once strove for.
She's an active listener. That's what being human's
As
about.
Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land. Your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the reset. Very nice. Got myself some primo gems. Got myself some login. Better grab this stuff while I'm here. So far, this quest has just been like listening to her, you know, talk about regrets essentially. So I'm hoping there's gonna be something cool, some cool moments happening a little bit later. Oops. No, I was just seeing if I could.
There are a
Oh.
load of rift hounds here
I didn't mean to. Okay.
Leave them to me.
But I'm doing it with Raiden Shogun. Let me. Oh my god. This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing when you do stupid shit with someone as cool as the Raiden Shogun.
Torn to oblivion.
Chest sword. Yeah, baby.
There is no escape. Ha! Ha! Shine down.
Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Nice.
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Are you feeling okay?
Why would you ask that?
You had your hand
Usually
against your
you
head.
Pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time.
It's gonna be another.
We need to tell the
another
Yashiro
ghost.
Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Yep. Is it the same situation as before? We're gonna see another ghost. Oh no, it's an old man. It's gonna be
Furuyama?
a slow dialogue.
Mighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue.
Alright.
Furuyama is
Yeah.
unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
That's
Your
cool.
Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid
I'm a
unable
girlfriend.
to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Just leave it to the Shogun. I do want to learn more about the past.
Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
Why aren't you
People
panicking?
flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business.
You've lived a long, happy life.
But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just
Like to
listening
have a
her
blonde
stories.
girlfriend.
I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
So
It doesn't
you
sound
see,
like her.
As bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. Ah, what a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh?
One thing that sucks for this guy being blind is he spent so much time with the Shogun and he will never know how like beautiful and badass looking she is.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope
Oh
you guys
yeah,
didn't smash it
he's
in the
blind so he
haste
can't
of his
see the
departure.
surroundings.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side.
We know where to find
I
one.
couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find it?
What a strange mission this is so far. Now we're going to collect a Ghost's tea set.
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance here?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please,
Okay.
fetch the tea set at your
We're on a date.
convenience.
No, no, no. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence.
Well, if you want to be
Deal with it
quick,
right
then
away.
go.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve?
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
Yeah, she was nice and
I
cool.
seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon,
Oh, that
who
makes
was
sense.
also my sister, Raiden Makoto.
There's a tiny bug on my roof.
He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life
Now
that
I'm
he shared with us
distracted.
just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Man, I wish I wish she was the one still around and not
Indeed,
you.
we did.
That's not true. I love
It
A.
was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future.
In
held
other
by
words,
living beings.
visions?
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time.
She cared about the journey.
How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
Seems more in line with how humans view the
Yes,
world.
it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
I wish Makoto could hear
Do
you say
feel you're
this.
starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This
Good.
one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too.
Okay. Let's go back to that ghost old man. I liked that little conversation about Makoto's view on eternity and all that. That was nice. I'm still looking for. I'm hoping this mission can sort of like stick the landing, I guess, because it's very slow right now. Is he gone?
Where'd he go?
We spent all that time getting the
Done looking
tea
for a
set?
tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Aww.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Oh, cheer up, Paimon.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions.
Oh god, she's gonna
I
be
doubt I should
terrible
have
at
any
it.
major problems doing it myself.
She's gonna be terrible at it. It's gonna be awful. There's no way she's good
The
at this
tea
on her
is
first try.
Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
I understand.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission,
I guess the
kept
tea's probably not
conversation
terrible, because I imagine we've
reasonably
started
lighthearted.
drinking it by now.
But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The
Okay.
events of 500
First
years
kiss,
ago
best kiss.
not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist.
Oh really?
Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past,
You were the fighter of the two?
I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening,
She was dead.
Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath.
I kind of appreciate the voice actress, her delivery of this.
She had already lapsed into unconsciousness.
She's sort of
by that
taking
point,
her time with it.
so
Oh,
all I could do was enter into her mind.
you can
As
hear
far
her
as you're
sniffling and
concerned,
stuff. This is really good.
It would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
This is a scene being carried entirely by this voice actress.
Why
Oof.
did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then.
It's a
that
bunch of
I
like little
resolved to
subtle
pursue eternity.
parts of her vocal quality, but it's
As a
great.
testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Man, yeah. Like now she's getting back to speaking more normally, but it was like a very it was really great because it was a very subtle transition from her speaking normally into like she was hitting painful memories, and it sounded like people who speak, you know, similar, like I don't know anyone who speaks exactly like Raiden Shogun, but people who speak similar to the way that she speaks in a very like refined but simple and straightforward and like almost emotionless sounding way. When those people tend to actually get emotional, that's how it sort of sounds like. She wasn't putting a crazy amount more emotion in her voice, but it was like we could tell it was like more each line was more difficult for her to get out, and she was taking her time more, and she had to take many stops to just breathe, and it was like she was trying to contain herself. I fucking love that because she wasn't crying, but she was so close to it, and I love that. I mean, I've done acting training for a lot of my life when I was a teenager, or when I was a kid to being a teenager, from the ages of like 12 to 18 or so. I was doing acting classes all through then, and then after that I was in musicals and I was in student films and stuff, and then I also was and this was all like amateur stuff, right? But then I had an agent, and they did some classes for me as well. And in one class, I remember my agent, who was running the class, like specifically said something that I've always thought was great, which is like, it's not compelling to watch people cry. That's not necessarily compelling. What's compelling is watching people try not to cry. So like an emotional scene tends to hit a lot harder when you can tell the actor is trying, or not the actor, but the character is trying to hold themselves in and trying to not let all that emotion out. And I think that scene was the perfect example of it. It hit me so much harder because like I was like, oh my god, this woman's trying not to cry right now. Just brilliant. I've always liked Raiden Shogun's acting, but that made me actually extremely impressed by her.
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in
Interesting.
Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
So well, I'm thinking, does that mean like Makoto, upon death, was like she basically became this tree so she could live eternally and also help out beyond the grave, you know, by being a magical tree.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again.
No, this is great.
Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful.
You're doing
But
a great
even
job.
The tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat.
It'd be so funny if at this point, like, Travel was like, yeah, it's great, and was like pouring it behind her.
And it's time I came to terms with it all.
I know the pain of separation too.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Have you seen my brother?
I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Yep.
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived,
So,
the worst of the fighting was
So no
already
information.
over, and also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank
hell yeah.
you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well.
I'm just gonna collect these commission rewards. Yeah, baby. Where do the traces go from here, huh? Oh. I also have this. Blink. I don't see where the traces pick up again.
Incoming.
I will pick up the Sakura Bloom though. I feel like that's gonna be important, that Sakura Bloom. I bet it's a level up, like an ascension item of some sort. How does this activate, by the way? It doesn't matter. Does it pick up here? Nope. Observe teacup. Aww. That's actually kind of cute. Is this where we're continuing? Oh shit.
Speed of light.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Cut to the chase. Steady as stone. Time to clean up. Don't blink. Incoming. Hey! Nowhere to hide.
Bye, man. Fucking dead.
Don't blink.
Okay, is that enough to activate this thing back here? Because there's that. And there were these. It did! Look at that! We did it! Okay, and that created a thing down here, I guess? Yes, it did! We've solved it!
As far as treasure is
What is
concerned.
this? Oh, right. That helps us get out. I see. Cool. Very cool. Hang on. There's some blue. There we go. It's this way that we're supposed to be headed. Okay, yeah, why did it turn me around there? That's so confusing. Oh my god, I know! Just fucking relax. I'm getting shit. Yep, it goes up there. Does it go up here? I guess not. Does it just go down and through here? I guess not. Because I see it goes to here. Wait, did it register that I did like? No, okay. It is this way. So it knows that. Oh no, there is some down there. Just looking around, sorry. But yeah, there's this over here. We're doing it. I'm making progress. Yep, I see it. I don't like sometimes how it does that. It just zooms on it when I'm already very aware of it.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, are you sure you're all right? You're scaring us.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Oh no. But I mean, sure, I'll leave them to you. Come at me, bro. What's going on?
Are you alright?
Oh my god, that's part of the story, I guess?
I
That she just gets paralyzed? She's like getting exhausted?
now you shall perish.
No, they were fucking out of the map when that happened. Oh, that's annoying. Oh my god. Oh my god. They know what they're doing. And there's no like healers that I can use, so. Oh shit, man. They're purposefully making me lose these battles.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
You don't look so good.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back.
Yeah, we got it.
We'll deal with the monsters.
Oh, who's gonna appear now? Is Makoto gonna appear at any point, by the way? That would make this worth it, I think. Who have we got this time? Nope. It's more Tenryou Commission?
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Okay. Oh, were they actually?
They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry,
Aw,
Almighty Shogun.
these guys are cool.
When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope.
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
I like them focusing on A's expression to that.
We'll help too!
Yes!
Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the almighty Shogun!
Oh, they are actually helping. Like, we can see them fighting. And they're fighting in a different section so that we can't, like, interrupt their battle. That's cool. I like that.
To the chase. Don't blink.
Owned. Owned. See, Shogun? That's how it's done.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
We accept payment in
You
kisses.
should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms.
These guys are cool.
We can face any number of monsters that come our way.
These three are awesome. Too bad they're dead. Great, thanks.
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Aww.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
What cool samurais. I liked them.
They're gone.
Is that a promise to them or a promise
was
to
both.
yourself?
The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley line.
True.
But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well,
To date,
thinks
you
that
can date
even
me.
if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now. And that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words.
However, I do not listen to
This
flying
is my
pixies.
basic duty as Inazuma's Archon. And I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and foremost a warrior. And my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust.
They are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise.
That's
now that
great.
we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Okay.
Alrighty then, let's move on.
When you say let's move on, does that mean we're done? The mission, or is there still more?
On the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Oh shit, there's still more of this. Hey,
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
she pushed herself too hard.
My body,
Oh no.
I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I
We
thought.
should get you back to the city.
No need. She is calling me. The time has come.
Huh?
Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Okay. Alright. There's still a little bit left. There's a thing over here somewhere. I just want to see if I can find it before we fast travel. Okay, it's not like as easy to find as I'd hoped. Maybe it's above.
Incoming.
There it is. It's on the top of that tree.
Don't blink.
Oh my god, Kuchin, grab the fucking tree. Ugh. Kuchin, I'm going to murder you. Okay, almost there. Got it. Oh, good. I was just seeing if the other one would be in a convenient place, but maybe not. Just before we go to the shrine, let me go to the guild so I can collect my commission reward so that it stops bugging me about them. Hello, Catherine.
Thank you for completing.
Yay! Yippee! What's my Primo Gem situation looking like? 683. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate for more pulls. It's not like I really, really want Arlecchino or anything. I don't know why you would accuse me of that. No, I'm just like a normal. I just want Arlecchino a normal amount. Okay. How far down do I go? Am I going into there? Yep, I sure am. Luckily, I'm smart and I knew how to do that.
Finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
There's a lot of things in this cave to mine. Whoa! Oh, is this gonna be a domain? That would actually be kind of cool way to end the mission with a cool little domain.
Where'd that Torii gate come from?
You alright?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
Okay.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Really?
What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Yeah, seems like it. Zoom.
Follow me.
Oh wait, we're just going right in? Okay, I wanted to like mind the things around. But that's fine. Maybe we can do it on our way out. There's just so many things there that my brain was like, just remember to mine it. Remember to mine it.
I'm dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place.
Does look a lot like the plane of Euthymia.
Look over there. It's another A.
We meet again, traveler.
Okay.
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Huh.
Paimon knows that voice.
Yeah.
Is that the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded
So now we gotta fight the
by
puppet.
irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer.
Because A's changed
We are both
her
warriors.
her
And the
morals.
dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Oh, can you take the puppet right now?
Wait, the atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse. Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of
Okay.
her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of
So
change,
you should be able to fight at full power
I
right
became
now?
hostile in her eyes.
Because
but
you're
inside
like-
a realm of consciousness.
Yeah.
I exist independently of her.
That's a more
She cannot
eloquent way
affect
of
me
what I was
this
about to
way,
say.
though she is a
I was gonna say you're in a
The
magic
Shogun
realm
has
where
her
it's not
own
really your body.
consciousness, too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Yeah, this is the what she said before,
Internal battles?
where she has like rules to make sure she can't adjust the rules.
It's a bit extreme. Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It
Imagine
should not be easily swayed.
To go through character development, you have to
Try to change
literally
it.
fight
If
yourself.
it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
A isn't someone who leaves herself an escape route.
Both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
Let's fucking do it. Oh, wow.
And
That was
I
a rare moment
am
where the
she
dub
who
line
promised
was
a dream to her
quicker.
subjects. Raiden A.
Fuck yeah.
In the end, even the proud
Let's
and
do
mighty
it!
only maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Not doing anything there. Oh, jeez.
Evasion is futile.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Illusion shattered.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing some damage there. That's good. Ah.
Strike dead.
Chest sword, get her. Oh!
The
That did a lot.
blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain.
He's gotta get out of
As
her
long as the ley
range.
lines flow, the
Oh,
relentless
now she's
erosion of
healing.
time will
Stop.
never stop.
I can't destroy that, can I? Yeah. No, it's part of the game.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
That's okay. I can chest sword her again. No, I didn't get it.
Weak.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay. Get her now.
Your verdict is decided.
Oh my gosh. This is kind of a cool battle.
Absurd. Absurd. Illusions
I
of
wanna-
destruction.
I want to wait until... Oh my gosh. I want to wait until I know that her body's there. Oh no, I did it, but I was... Yes, okay, it worked. Good, good, good. I'm here. No, shit.
The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently.
Alright,
into
she's
the
healing up
clouds.
again.
There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Okay, let's fucking do this. Where is she? There she is. Come on, chest sword. Get her. What? Really?
Shine down.
That didn't do anything? I thought I'd timed that really well. It's hard to know when she's gonna be in her invincibility frames and when she's not. Also, I'm running out of fucking health, man.
Inferior. The eye sweeps the land. There is no escape.
Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Well, I think it's probably best if I just stay out of the zone.
Inazuma shines
Cut her.
eternal.
Yes! Got her that time.
Illusion shattered.
Oh my gosh. Can I give her some food? I'm just a little bit worried. I don't often actually use food in this game, but I should. I mean, yeah, let's try that. Maybe just a chicken as well, you know. Yes, yes. Finish her off. Oh, she's won.
Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Yes.
I
Got it.
crumbles before you.
Good stuff.
Finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
Surely the Shogun puppet isn't invincible.
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. And Inazuma can never move forward.
This is great.
This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
What'll happen to Inazuma in the
500
meantime?
years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices. Tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
Oh. Can you bear to leave humanity to go alone?
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity,
So she's
a
just
short
gonna
moment
stay
for which
here
the
for a
Shogun
long
does not
time,
exist is
fighting.
nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma
Oh
that
my
I
gosh.
shall one day return. This
What if she's
is
gone
my
for like
oath.
100 years, you
During
know?
my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Oh, hey! Oh my god. Really? So, she's just gonna be in there fighting against the puppet for
Looks like
who
we
knows
got
how
kicked
long?
out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still.
This cannot be the only way.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times and has a history of rushing into difficult situations.
True.
But what if she gets too obsessed with winning and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again.
Our work here isn't done.
We should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore.
Miko might be able to help.
Well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel kind of now. Okay. Maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard. Oh, you're
Miko.
right. I nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. All right, up the mountain we go.
This is a cool part of the mission, and I like this story a lot more. It makes me think they didn't need a lot of the stuff at the start. Because it feels like this part of the story is good enough. It could have just been the entire thing, you know? Or at least they could have shortened the stuff at the start a lot, you know?
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
The way she
I
speaks to
hope you
me
realize
makes
how
me
lucky
shiver.
You are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
Yes, ma'am.
You're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
I see.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable.
Yep.
Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A, all right. You know as well
I
as
like that they're
do
acknowledging
she's
that.
always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
It's more serious than
Rushed
anything up
into
until
it
now.
without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
The fact that you've helped us out of every A-related situation so far.
She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like?
I didn't notice any differences.
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Okay. Return to the entrance. Oh, I don't even need this thing anymore. Great. Got it for no reason.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to
Miko,
be.
do you mind if we not do this for a second so I can mine all of this shit in the background?
To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
She can use
So,
TP commands in
it's
Minecraft.
abstract, but has a location. But you don't know where it is. But you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right
It's
now,
the Nether.
she's
She's
surrounded
TPing
by
us to another
chaos.
player in the Nether.
Everything
She
is
doesn't know the
turbulent
coordinates, but
and
she knows the other
disordered.
players there.
If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, I might stay here then. You can do it.
In your dreams.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Paimon had it up to here with both of you. Oh, fine. Paimon's coming too.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Oh, oops. Okay.
Well then, the door's
Got
open.
like a
Hop
hair
on
on my
in.
arm that's been
I'll stay
constantly
outside and
bothering me, but I
provide what
can't see
stability
it.
I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
Thank you.
For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Yes, ma'am.
You better know what you're doing.
We will not fail.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
So is it a domain or are we just is it just another cutscene? Whoa! It's a cutscene. Focus on your dreams. Oh. Whoa, this is fucking cool.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes
Yep.
when you enter inside.
Focus on it. Focus on your brother.
Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
This is so cool. We're back. Hey guys. You guys taking a break or are you actually not fighting?
Huh?
She's gonna be pissed that we're back.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
All these years?
This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to stand back, traveler.
You gonna put an end to all this? Oh,
I'm going to be the start of something new.
okay.
The time our duels
Hell
took
yeah.
to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Wow. Hang on, her slashes seem even
The
cooler.
energy they consumed,
Whoa!
great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night.
Oh yeah.
And the will
Oh
of
yeah.
magic, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush.
This is
dreams.
cool. It's like they've both improved at fighting and they're all both at their best forms now.
I will endure forever. In spirit, shine down. Witness the final calamity.
Okay. Wow, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, that was confusing.
Perish. There is no escape. In spirit. Eternity is in my hands.
Okay, okay, okay. Can I attack her yet? Oh no. Oh my god.
Erase all threats.
Oh my god, what
The
the
will I carry
fuck?
within me will never
Can
be
I? Oh. Can I do this? HP already full. No, it isn't.
aborted nor destroyed.
Yes, it is. Why? Does it like automatically refill my health if I lose? Like they don't want you to lose a battle like that, so they just refill it.
This is the end.
This is the end.
You have won.
My only friend.
I believed
the
you were
end.
incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens.
Lines like that must be so hard to write. My reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. What a crazy line.
And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto.
What?
Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power
Why does it?
when I truly understand and believe in her.
Why is it giving me a little tooltip saying the previous Shogun? I know who Makoto is. That's so weird.
When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again.
Is that like a mistake? Like, is that something that's only supposed to be in developer mode or something, and they accidentally left it in?
It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval.
Good. Didn't need it. Decapitates her.
Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules.
Good.
From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design
Sucks that I had
any
to
more rules that can never be
Convince
changed.
my body anyway.
You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow.
I'm
just
pretty
as you were
sure
once Makoto's shadow.
Raiden and A's voice actor are the same. I'm pretty sure, but they do sound like distinct people within the same body. It's really well
The duties I
done.
perform will not change, but as a warrior,
Like there's never a question on
I
who's
look
talking.
forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Yes, Paimon.
For real this time?
They're good. They're sisters now. We show Ishin is glowing?
Hello, A. And greetings. Those who
Makoto!
have come to bear witness.
The canon voice of Makoto!
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties.
I want to see
and
her
left
as
you all
well.
to pick up the pieces.
I don't just want her to be an orb.
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always
Even if
knew
it's
you
just
would make
Raiden's
it
model
in the
again,
end.
I still want to see it.
I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power,
Wow,
I too would be released.
that's sweet.
A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness.
Of
Did you know
stillness.
what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime.
Quite a lot.
But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain.
Aw.
Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
What's going on? Oh, cutscene, good.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity
Wow.
extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you.
Aww.
Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick?
It did.
This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Now she has to mourn her loss again. Aw.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Oh, that was beautiful. It was a very beautiful cutscene. After leaving the realm of consciousness and returning to the shrine, you relay everything to Yamiko.
So the A of the present planted the sacred
Yep.
sakura in the realm
Okay,
of
good.
consciousness.
I'm glad she
and
said
it
that
took
because
root in
that's
the
what I thought would
Inazuma of the
happen.
past.
I was just about to, as soon as there was going to be a break, I was just about to see if I could clarify to make sure I understood what happened. So yeah, it's kind of as I said before that, like, my theory on the fact that the Sakura was Makoto's consciousness, like, that was still staying with her, that seems like that's true. But the thing I didn't know was that A planted it, but she planted it in the future, but because the time doesn't really exist in that consciousness properly, it gets planted where it's needed most, which is the time where it can support A until she's able to fully go through her character development and bring the most out of herself and be able to protect Inazuma properly without Makoto. So, really cool.
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
I saw wonderful things inside that place. Time was moving forward and backward at the same
A place
time.
where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Huh, so that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher
did it
power
again.
really was involved in all of this.
Istaroth?
But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all.
I don't know what Istaroth is.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
Imagine if that Istaroth thing was like a major spoiler that they accidentally left in the
I know
script.
you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. But to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I want it.
Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for.
That's really interesting. Hold on. That's so when we went through that portal, we were going through our wishes, and basically it transported us not just back into the place, but it transported us like to the exact time where we had the greatest chance of success. So like that's why she had been experiencing the fight for like hundreds of years or whatever, because like if we had gone in at the time we went in, which is like, you know, I guess in game time was probably like the same day or the next day, right? Then she wouldn't have had that time to like fight properly and work through herself and do everything in the right way. But instead, we go in there hundreds of years out and take her back still now, but that's only because we were going through our wishes properly. That's really cool.
Turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
And that actually makes me feel more comfortable about the fact that like we showed up, but we didn't do much. It was kind of A that did most of it, but us showing up exactly then is what needed to happen. So I do like that.
It wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel?
Yeah.
We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
That's kind of cool.
It was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared.
She thought she'd never see us again.
Has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fight
and what a
against
body
me.
it is.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
You made a crucial contribution
I just planted
too.
a seed.
Your will and hers were both indispensable.
Yeah. It was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing.
Just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back to front doesn't mean you should undervalue the part you
Thank
played.
you.
Aww.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no.
Look at
Forget
that face.
Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done.
A's like, I'm
Shogun
done
and
with
I will
Miko's
closely
shit.
review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Nice.
I am no
Oops, I
longer
didn't skip that.
pursuing an eternity defined by stasis.
Good.
In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key.
To be entirely honest, I hadn't realized that wasn't yet abolished. But I guess she just abolished the Vision Hunt decree at the end of the Archon quest, and now the Sakoku
I don't doubt
decree.
that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
But out of those challenges will be born new
I'm
opportunities.
looking forward to it.
Oh. Yippee! Is that it? Is that the quest done? Why didn't it come up with the little thing? Why did it do a loading screen instead? I didn't get to see the cool the cool little screen. Let me say final goodbye.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
I only want stuff that I actually want. Yaemiko said she was placing her god.
Yaimiko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up serious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me. You don't want to know the cost of
Oh my
betrayal.
god, okay, babe.
Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret.
Yes,
What are you
ma'am.
talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Centuries
To
of
put it
dueling.
bluntly, it was constant torture, with no end in sight.
I'm sorry, babe.
Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life. Safe to say.
Fuck.
Were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated. And through it all, you also had your part to play. Many challenges still lie ahead for...
Okay. Good. I'm happy with that. Those are the main things I want to know. Alright. That's that story quest fucking done, guys. That's the 2 Raiden Shogun story quests complete. Where does it like go when it's completed? They just disappear when they're completed? I guess. I just wanted to like see it in a nice little spot that whatever. Doesn't matter. It's done. That's done. So now, if I look at this event, there's only 1 recommended quest left right now. But to do that quest, I have to do another quest. Yeah, so I have to do the Kokomi quest first, which unlocks another story. So I think there's still like 2 quests to do. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be another. So I won't be able to. I mean, I can start the event basically whenever I want, but I kind of want to do it somewhat the right way if I can. So I should at least still try to do those quests. I mean, yeah, that was great. That was very good, very enjoyable. So I believe with that, do I stop recording right now for a bit and then come back? I think so. I think that's what I'll do. So yeah. Thanks for joining me here. Next time we continue with those same quests. Okay. Before we do anything else, I got Acquaint Fates to do. It's 4 AM. I'm about to go to bed, but I just hit 10 Acquaint Fates. So, let's do a pull. I'm hoping for a Kuchin, honestly, to get Kuchin's constellations up. That's my main thing I want from there. But I guess we'll see. Okay. Harbinger of Dawn, Raven Bow, Burning Shadow, Skyrider Sword, Skyrider Sword, and Tales of another Barbara. Okay, I don't really use Barbara, but I like her. But that's my reaction to any character that I get. I go, I like that character, but I don't use them. So what? Oh my god, that's my final Barbara constellation though. I mean, maybe I should train Barbara and start using her, because I have all constellations for her. My goodness gracious. Well, there's that. Alright, let's play some more Genshin. Let's do these damn quests. This is the, I believe the Kokomi story quest?
Where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you
I imagine so.
this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them.
Damn.
Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into 2 teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind...
Sir, do we have to
and
stand
set
in these
fire to their
bushes?
ship. Then again, Madame Kokumi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost.
Us!
As for where this help is supposed to come from...
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
What a
Captain,
coincidence.
You've returned to Watatsumi Island.
Here to lend a hand.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into 2 teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch
Okay.
yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on.
I don't think
let's help
many
them
people
get
can
this
forget
situation
us.
Under control.
We're pretty unforgettable. Hey guys, time to get owned.
No blink. Hey, nowhere to hide.
There's nowhere to hide. By the way, I believe it was since last time I recorded that I leveled up my world level. So,
Speed of light.
I should get, I think, what, better rewards or whatever now, but also these enemies will be a bit harder. Because I had that, like, adventure rank level up quest there for a while, for a little while, but I wasn't able to do it yet. But then I attempted it again, and I got it this time.
I will have order.
Okay, there's that guy gone.
Hey. Yeah, cut to the chase. Boom, boom. Incoming.
And goodbye, man. You're dead. Oh, there's still more. There's still more. They're actually making me face some of the tougher enemies.
I see through you. This is order.
This is order.
Don't blink. Hey. Sword from shadow.
Owned.
I miscalculated.
Whew. Good battle.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
She's
Yeah.
detailed.
Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with
Oh
me.
my
Are
god.
you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
That's insane.
Understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again?
How's everyone
Her
doing?
Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we can find her,
Victory
Clara?
feast.
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers.
No.
I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Okay. Warriors' dreams like spring grass renewing. Okay, what's up? We're back. Now, I have a new plan, I think. So, I feel like I have a decent amount of time tonight. So I'm hoping that I'm going to continue having enough time, and I'm hoping I can get these story quests done today, because I got 2 story quests to do before I can do the event. So my plan is to finish this story quest first, right? This one, this Kokomi one, right? Afterwards, there's going to be another story quest, I think, and if I can do that, if it allows me to do it, if it's unlocked or whatever, then I will probably do that off camera, because unless it's going to be like a character that I absolutely adore, if I think I'm going to love it, then I will do it on camera. But I have a feeling it's going to be Goro. A Goro quest. And if it is, I don't care that much. So I'll do that off camera. And then I will do the event after that, hopefully. So let's ask the soldiers for information. Let's finish this quest first. I mean, we only just started this quest, right? So we got quite a bit of content still to do.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish 2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish 2. But I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.
People are a bit on edge these
on edge, you
days.
say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back.
I'm only back
if
temporarily.
If there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
What a nice guy. Let's stop talking to him. Oh, yeah. I realized I had to do the daily check-in. So I did that. And now I got some stuff. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's keep going down this way. Greetings, Arisawa.
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm Guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything.
Okay.
Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally.
You're a loser,
And I, for
sounds
one,
like.
intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze.
Well, that's nice, I guess.
Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
Alright. You weren't that much help, my man. But fine. That's fine. Whatever. You know?
Quake!
I want to see if I can get this.
Incoming.
No, I can't. I tried to get that in the past. And
don't
I
understand
remember
what Her
it
Excellency is thinking.
wasn't easy.
I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
Damn.
I knew it. The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back.
I'm here to join you at the victory
Think we
feast.
should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been her idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from.
Guys, I'm right here.
Right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
Okay. It's funny because I know what they said, but my character doesn't, I guess. Strange when there's conversations like that Traveler didn't hear, but I did.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent. Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Bake him away, toys. Hold on, are we?
Wait!
Yes! Saganamiya.
Google me! There you are! Something's going down over here! You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency! This merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryo Commission behind the scenes.
Okay.
I haven't! That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we?
Good.
Everyone take a deep breath with me.
Okay.
In and out. Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself.
Correct.
If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This
True.
is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions.
She's really like, facts don't care about your feelings.
As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial
She's so
activity
sweet.
here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Like, she's the most high-ranking person in this whole area, and she's so sweet to people.
Of course, I can explain everything.
She speaks to them like she's inconveniencing them and apologizing and stuff.
I'm
It's
a
nice.
trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything.
He sounds like
Think
he's
about
lying.
that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you?
We ran into some
So
Fatui.
what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commissioner colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose
Okay, our characters just did hear it.
mentioned the exact same
Never mind.
Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo, Sara, and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If
Jesus.
that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir,
I don't want to think about that.
are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course.
That's fair, and he does sound relieved, so maybe he is
Matsuda?
fine.
Uchimura? Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, I mean, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yes, ma'am!
At ease, soldier.
Aw.
For the time being, at least, we are in peace time.
I'm glad it had a ma'am, yes, ma'am option. Because that's always what I say.
Forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost.
Yeah, I know, but it's still fun to say yes, ma'am.
Do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
I don't know if I believe that. They say if we find the goods, it'll prove him innocent. But, like, wasn't there an initial accusation that he was selling it to the Fatui? So if the Fatui have it, then he could have sold it to them, right? Right? Doesn't that not prove his story? I don't know. I'm gonna take all this guy's radishes and carrots. Just right in front of them. They're like, oh, good harvest today. And I'm like, I'll take some of these, thanks. I'll leave you with a few. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. Hang on. I had it for a second there. Oh my god.
Don't blink.
There we go. Goodness gracious. Bum, 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 bum. I could have fast traveled closer to this place. Don't know why I didn't.
Incoming. Hey!
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Yeah, we'll be fine,
Not by
Paimon.
brute force, that's for sure.
What? I can do it by
But
brute
that's
force.
not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far.
Heavily guarded. I see like 2 guys
Our
there.
enemy is in the light.
I can
while
take
we
out
are
10.
in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
What does a grand strategist have in mind?
I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example. A store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired.
Okay.
Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Also, I guess a question canonically. Can Traveler canonically use all the elements interchangeably? Because in character, like in our version of Traveler's character, we have to switch by touching a statue. I feel like I've asked this question before, but maybe not. But we have to switch by touching the statue and attuning with it or whatever. And so right now I don't have lightning. But theoretically, maybe Traveler canonically does have all of the elements, but it doesn't really work for gameplay.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
I want to check down the
It will
leader.
depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills.
Yeah, I got it.
With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. But absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege.
Surprise air raid.
There's the swordfish captain I know. Every confidence in your abilities.
Yep.
It's decided then. Let's fight this one together. I'm no warrior myself, but I can still provide some support. I certainly won't be dropping you into battle all by yourself. We should
Okay.
take them down as quickly as possible and retrieve the merchant's goods.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, she told me to take down this motherfucker first. What, he saw me?
No escape.
I didn't really have the element of surprise there.
It's order.
Alright, Anton Lee. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I'm just gonna continue to attack him from afar until he comes closer to me. Yeah, I'll wait, man. I don't want to fight you in the water. So come here. Why is he stuck?
Don't blink.
What the fuck is going on?
Solidify. Pay your dues.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Well, he respawned with all his health again, but that's fine. I can get rid of that health in a second.
To the chase.
That is something kind of annoying about Genshin combat sometimes. The amount I have to make sure they don't fall off the map or anything.
The king is overthrown. Only the pawns remain.
I like letting Kokomi get the final blow. I don't know why.
Let's move.
I don't really know what Kokomi's moves do.
With sword from shadow.
There goes that guy.
Like I went too far. Gather.
And there goes that guy.
Excellent work.
No problem.
All thanks to your genius tactics.
Her tactic that we chose was attack.
Live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a contribution, huh?
You know.
Hey,
must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
All right,
All right, let's look. Over here?
So these are the Fatui food supplies? Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant?
They're all so close that I can just do them very quickly.
Making materials. This is way too dangerous.
Oops.
We should tell Kokomi right away.
Oh my god.
Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff. Look!
I see.
What's happening? What are you thinking?
Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment.
Why?
Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items. So the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this.
Okay.
In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price.
Aww.
If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
The low energy?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back.
What? No, I want to know.
Until the victory feast, it'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Okay. Let's fast travel back. Oh my god, that's such an inconvenient location. Which way is quicker? I'm gonna guess this way is quicker. Like, then I can just go across bridges rather than through things, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, this feels like a pretty quick route. Hang on. I want to go up here. My goal is I'm going to try to get that fucking thing that I've been trying to get the entire time. I think I can get it from here. Yeah, for sure. For sure I can. Yay! This is good news. Hey guys.
My goods! You got them back. Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
That's not the line.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, But hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree.
Yes.
You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged
That's
to
true.
respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods,
Oh my god, was that like a...
there will also be a fine. The amount of which...
That looks like a... What's it called? Like a Kubrick... No. What was it? Is it Kubrick? No, there's like a famous dolly zoom type shot, and it's called a something something, and I can't remember, but it looks like that.
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
Or is it Hitchcock? Is it a Hitchcock thing? I can't remember.
I have no business taking sides. As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute,
She says it so
Well, don't just
calmly
stand there.
and...
Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but
What's
it
the
doesn't
word
add
I'm
up.
looking for? Articulately, that it makes me go, even I'd have to agree. Even I'd have to be like, yes, no, you're right, even if she's accusing me.
Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
She's so sweet.
We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I really like her.
Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
Oh my god. This is gonna take a fucking long time. Can we take a photo together? It's not a great photo, but if I go next to you, you're gonna walk away. Yeah. Damn it.
It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine.
Okay. That's nice. I feel like if they're gonna make me walk this slow, they have to have dialogue going the entire time.
You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear.
Is she?
You
She looks
need to
amazing.
Take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern.
Yeah, she is getting more and more low energy.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
I don't think that's a
Come on,
great
it's ancient
attitude to
history.
have.
Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
I feel like I'm not gonna make that woman happy with the decisions you end up making.
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at her.
We haven't said a word.
So young, so mature.
This woman is a yapper.
intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Oh my god, we're gonna be stopped by a lot of people.
Am I glad you're here? As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year.
Jeez.
Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will she be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Oh my god.
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time.
Poor girl. Aww.
You alright?
I'm fine. This is testing my patience.
Water off a duck's back for you, huh?
Your Excellency, here you are.
What's up
There's
now?
been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency.
Well, it's a coincidence.
I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
God, goodness gracious.
Right now?
Yes.
Aw,
The 2 young ladies have
it's
arrived
so
safely.
much.
We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time.
That's okay, Kokomi.
Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Yay, the victory!
Paimon, my god, the energy.
Clear? We're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
Oh. It's taking a lot out of her, it seems like. Okay. First, before I do anything else, I'm going to go collect my commission rewards. Wow.
Add as.
Okay.
Thank you for
Wonderful. Okay, now that I've completed that, let's wait until 10 a.m. Goodness. Okay, now go back to Sangonomiya Shrine. Here we are.
She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer.
After some more time.
How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask
Or
that soldier over
swamped.
there.
Could be absolutely swamped with responsibilities right now.
Are you looking for Her Excellency?
Yes.
I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario.
Of
in her
course.
general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. It stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts
Oh my
before
God.
disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right
That's
course of action.
insane.
Kokomi really does think of everything.
Yeah.
Alright, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
Okay, go to purple foliage to the south. Oh, do I just jump off? I don't know. Oh, is it? I think I see the tree. Is it that one up there that I'm looking at over there? Well, if that's the case, I think this is closer. Because I won't have to go like across a bridge to the left and go somewhere else. I think I can just jump down here. Yeah.
Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive?
Yep, that's why I'm here, Paimon.
Looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
There's a way in? What do you mean there's a way in? In here? Oh. Are you okay, honey? She's sitting at her desk, looking all stressed. Is she asleep?
This is where you ran off to.
Is she asleep?
We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
The voice actress is adorable.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away.
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
I bet.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruined...
Oh my god, Paimon.
It's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as.
Everyone was looking so much of you.
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it.
Oh,
To
it's
be
okay.
honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor.
Advisor does seem like a
Communicating with
right job for
people,
you.
Trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my
I like this character
I was always
realization.
going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else.
Good,
I have
well
to make
done.
a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Can we just like snuggle in a bed with you?
Feeling energy apologize.
Just
again
cuddle for a
soon
bit.
If I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy.
Should we read it to you?
I'm sure that'd speed up the process. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Oh, where did I put it?
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you.
Yeah.
To help you recover.
Do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Of course, we'll find your damn book. Is it here?
Whoa, look at all these petitions. So does Kokomi make time to deal with
Paimon,
this even when she's resting?
volume down a little bit. She's trying to rest.
Events cash flow statement. Consolidated annual report on fishing production. Watatsumi Island monthly maintenance expenses breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again.
Okay. That was not the place. What about here?
Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted?
Today I spent the afternoon arguing with representatives from the Merchants Association, Energy -4. Many things must still be settled. I need to ensure that they allow the goods to flow smoothly. Let's make sure that their money is made through legal means. Today I finished a day's worth of work, Energy -3. I'll have to write up another batch of directives tonight. Hopefully this won't go on too late. I need to perform the inspection tomorrow. The wind is very strong outside. It seems like it'll rain soon. I can only hope that the waves aren't as rough as those... and those who go out fishing can return safely. News of the peace talks reached yesterday. An end to this war will surely make everyone on Watatsumi Island happy, won't it? Today we received the word that the Tenryo Commission might be colluding with the Fatui. Even I'm struggling to understand what's going on. Swordfish 2's captain came back today. We technically agreed not to speak of Tepe, and no one spoke of those who sacrificed their lives during the war. The peace far too hard fought. We gave her a +4. That's nice. Lots of people spoke to me again today. Looking at their earnest faces, I can't help but think back to the time that I took up the post of Divine Priestess. Have I really lived up to their expectations all these years? That's not what we were looking for.
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just,
We That's funny. We saw nothing.
Here.
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking.
That was her personal diary we just read. Oh, I feel bad for her. I'm sorry. Here we go.
It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her.
Okay. Here we go, babe. We mispronounce every second word.
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud? Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
Kokomi?
She fell asleep. Let her sleep.
She's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do?
Let her sleep until the thing.
Victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner.
Let her rest.
Sure, that's a good idea. She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go too. All right, let's keep her company while she rests.
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over.
I need to look at who Kokomi's voice actor is.
Things are slowly getting better.
I'll do it right now. I'm not gonna wait. Kokomi, Sango, Namiya, voice actor. It's Risa May. Nice. I do like her. She was in My Senpai is Annoying, right? I remember. She is she's awesome. Great.
Did you
No wonder she's great. You take a break together with Kokomi for a while more.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep? Yep. You've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast. I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long.
Aww.
That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there.
It's fun that
Should be
she
enough to see me through the peace talk.
thinks through her life in energy points.
Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
You would have gotten 4 or 5 energy points if I was cuddling with you. I don't think she's back to full energy. It was only 3 energy points. That's not. I don't think that's full energy considering that it was 4 when we came back, and she's in the negative still. I think. I'm just gonna use some of that stuff that I just got. I'm leveling up Cole a little bit. I don't think she's gonna be like ready to use anytime soon, but I'm trying to get her, you know, up little bits where I can. Even though I should also be leveling up Noelle right now, but it's fine. Neither of them are really a priority. Hey guys.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty.
Aww.
Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Welcome, everyone.
K to the O to the K to the O to the M to the I.
Victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout.
Aww.
Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory.
Woohoo! After a while.
Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather?
You're getting us to spy on
No
people.
further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, and I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Is there a specific nearby crowd?
Come visit Watatsumi Island whenever you want.
Okay. I'll be a hero here, great.
I do hope the future will be free from the trials and tribulations of the...
Okay. I'm doing them a little quicker because it's just whatever. Oh, here I.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish.
No, thank
it's
you.
Freshly caught, so
No,
it's
thanks.
a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly...
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Well, that's nice.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
We go to the ocean and toss the fish back in. Okay, who else we got to talk to? Hello, Kabasawa.
Hey there. Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue.
What's new? Anything
Are you
report?
referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do.
Yeah.
He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you
That's fine.
Promising.
Let's go talk to that guy. Yeehaw! What if I make him stab me? Stab me. Oh! You just killed the leader of Swordfish 2.
This guy smells of
Paimon, volume.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish 2, right? You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Made a run for it?
We would never run from a fight.
Huh. Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a...
Oh, easy.
This guy.
This
Just
guy.
have a normal conversation. What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
Sure.
We'll see about that.
Scatter! Germinate!
Done. I purposefully did not go easy on him at all. I used
You're a
everything
strong
I had.
fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us? We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
Really?
Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck was
Yeah, it's a false flag?
Send you right back into war with the Tenryou.
That's what they want to do?
Yes, that's exactly what
Yeah.
we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake.
This makes sense.
What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree?
Us.
We are the Resistance.
Me, I'm stopping that.
Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree
I don't
with that.
know. Not at all.
Does kind of make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, you just want to fight.
Everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore? You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person. But how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle. Every time I see them there in my mind,
Get some pretty heavy PTSD.
I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission
Yeah.
and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever.
I understand you,
Go ahead and tell Sun
but you're
if you
wrong.
want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? What do you mean?
Oh no.
Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do?
Gonna sabotage the peace talks somehow.
We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
Alright, bro. Kokomi, it's like way worse than we had hoped. You want a hug?
things. The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter
Kokomi's being very quiet. I wonder why.
I see.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
No, you can tell us. Open up to us more again.
This is my fault.
Show me your diary.
If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozin means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozin's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
That makes sense.
That's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
That's true.
It's like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Okay. Wait until 10 the next day. Alright. Will do. Alright, waiting. Waiting. Alright.
Work-life balance. I think this is pushing it.
The fire is still going? They left it up?
Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel? Prepared? Here, take this.
Your hand in
These
marriage?
are some directives I
Oh.
wrote last night.
Okay.
These negotiations are complex, to be sure. But I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes.
Oh, great.
I took the liberty of writing them all down.
Jesus
This
Christ.
way,
How do you have the
we'll be able
energy
to
for
keep
that?
up with speed, no matter how the events play out.
Whoa, this is huge. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many. But you've thought of a solution to each one. Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand?
Of course.
Excellent. Okay, time to head
Aw.
off.
She sounded more energized after I said it. Like she was worried I would say no. Very cute. Holy shit. That's a... What the fuck? I haven't even been here. Oh my god. I have to travel all the way over there. I relate to this, I mean, I relate to Kokomi's, like, tracking her energy and stuff. Sometimes I feel like I kind of have to do that. I mean, like, today, you know, right now, I'm kind of trying to... I'm trying to mildly track my energy because I don't know what this is. I'm trying to track my energy because I've got well, like I want to do all these missions today, but I also, you know, I did basketball today, which took up some energy, and I recorded One Piece videos today, which took some energy. I did a lot of editing today, which took some energy, you know, but the editing takes less energy because I can do that kind of while I'm doing like while I'm listening to a podcast or doing something else. So but the point is, you know, I need to track my energy as I go so that I have enough energy to do whatever's important, you know. There we go. I finally hit the mine 10 items goal for today. So yeah, I relate to that part of Kokomi, and I like seeing that stuff. Oh, okay. How do I do this? How do I get into here? Because being zappy isn't enough. Hey guys. I don't know why you guys are here.
Crumble! Order guide you.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to hide.
Don't blink. Hey!
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Chill to the bone.
Come on, die, die, die. Speaking of energy, that's also kind of why I'm like planning to do this quest but on camera, but the next one not on camera, because I mean it's a story mission, not an Archon mission, so I feel okay about doing that. But also like I feel as though doing, like, I have a certain amount of time that I'm trying to do this in, but whenever I do it on the camera, it takes a little bit more energy because I'm trying to like talk while playing them, you know, like let out my feelings and emotions visually. And that's not something I gotta do while playing alone, so that's why.
I will have order. Solidify.
Come on.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase. Speed of light.
Get rid of this guy. Okay, dude.
Incoming. Scatter.
Gather. Order guide you.
Order guides you.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
This was well done.
Leave it up to me.
You need to hurry up.
Incoming. Hey.
Okay, get rid of that motherfucker.
You give, you receive.
Oh my gosh, I wish it didn't keep going to the cook. Okay. Better open this. to avoid being harmed by Bale Thunder. Got it. Alright. Up here. Okay, I'm at the teleport waypoint, and excuse me? Alright, I guess I can't do that. Wait, what? When I go away from it? There's some bullshit going on here. Oh, I opened it.
That's everything. On to the
I
next.
tricked it. Okay. There's also a Shrine of Depths down here. Maybe I'll just real quick go to it and either open it if I can, or if I can't open it, then I will mark it on my map. I cannot open it, so I will mark it on my map. I forgot I think I used this for Shrine of Depths. Unopened. My mapping techniques aren't great, but at least I have some mapping techniques, you know? At least I try. You can't say that about everyone. Not everyone gives a shit. Alright, I'm almost there. That added a lot of time to this mission time, just me traveling to the peace talks. Wow, it's a pretty cool setup. Is that Kujo Sara? Hey babe! Missed you.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
Just watching.
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the proceedings. She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable.
Nice.
Let's get straight into it.
They begin their tit-for-tat peace talks.
The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty.
Aww.
I can assure you that your
It's going well
vessels
so
will be
far.
quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi. And the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce.
Okay.
Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
True.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse
She's
range
playing
of goods we
longer
can
game
produce
than that.
ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Damn.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us.
Shit.
Comrades,
shit.
Never trust the Kujo.
It's a cutscene.
Protect Madame Kujo.
Oh, through the book.
Number 16. No, wait. 67. Or is it 73?
There are too many plans. Kokomi, you gotta do something. Aww.
The last one. But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders.
That was the most commanding her voice has gotten so far.
Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here, Madame Kujo. This is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion.
Oh,
as
no.
such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little.
Oh my god.
Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences.
I love Kujo Sara. She doesn't deal with this
is the
bullshit.
Fatui. Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs.
Aww.
Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace.
She's the fucking best. I love Kujo
But of
Sara.
course, Madame Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being,
Just
however,
two
there is evidently
intelligent
some discord
women
within the Tenryou
having a
Commission's ranks. I would
intelligent
therefore not
conversation.
feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo Sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Okay.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander.
She's got it all.
I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryo Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
What a
now.
great little meeting.
Until we meet again.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Oh, she's not happy with them though. Okay. Over here, I guess. I feel like we're wrapping up the story mission now, right? Surely. I mean, it's been pretty long. Here I come. I like making entrance like that.
You knew? I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryo Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryo Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency...
I like hearing her angry. I really enjoy it.
Themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste? I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will.
Aww.
But never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours.
This
Our
is
selfishness.
This is a good way to get them to stop rebelling. Is like Kokomi's so sweet and cute that if she goes like, actually, this was my fault, they go, no, it was our fault. We'll hand ourselves in, handcuff us.
Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare
Death. Wouldn't that be a shock for her character? Beheading for all of you. They're building it up, but it's not gonna be bad. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, I guess that's what Traveler and Paimon are thinking as well. Like, oh well, it's nothing.
that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and
Okay,
secure,
those who want to fight,
neutralize
stay
the
there.
enemy and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
That's a pretty good idea.
Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity.
Okay.
Those whose warrior's will is alive
I
and
hope this
well
doesn't bite her in the
invite
ass
you to
later.
embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
What a good leader, though.
Dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is,
She's built up loyalty.
no more leniency
So
from
good.
me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away.
Just goes to show, if you want something, try to start a war, and the leader will give it to you.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest?
Hell yeah. I like how she just like invited us to the hideout. Oh, it's actually up there. Shit. Thank goodness I realized halfway down. Oh, she's not even in the hideout. You're out here? Bitch, get in the hideout.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more.
Our energy levels.
Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time.
You did an admirable
Do you
job.
think so?
Yes.
To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess.
What the fuck do other divine priestesses do?
I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure
You
everyone
ended a
could live
war
happy
and
life.
did successful peace
But I
talks and made
realized
everyone
now that
happy.
wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi
Oh
Island?
no, I can't.
To keep me company for a while longer?
I can stay the night. Aww. Well, that was cute. That was very cute and great, and a nice little ending to that mission. I mean, not my favorite mission out like ever, but but it was enjoyable, and I really loved Kokomi's character in that story. That definitely made the story for me. Was like learning more about her, and yeah, I loved that. Okay, cool. So next time you see me, hopefully, well, actually, let's see if I even can do it. Can I do whatever this is? I just do have enough quests. It's an Arataki Ito quest. Very interesting. I thought it might have been a Goro quest, but it's his quest. Interesting. Okay, let me... No, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that one off screen, because there's so much to do. But next time you see me, I might be doing the event. Maybe we'll see. Let's jump into it.
They were the best of friends.
I'm just recording my reaction to this specific
The
cutscene.
Crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The Blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni.
This is like the story told in ReZero. It might be the same
Wished to befriend
story.
the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near.
This might be the same story.
So the Blue Oni said to the Crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the
Mhm.
village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
This is the one in ReZero.
as planned, the Crimson Oni chased the Blue Oni away. The
And
Crimson
when I say
Oni's
that,
deeds
I know
spread
it's
throughout
probably an
the land.
actual
and people
tale
finally
people tell.
accepted him.
But I know it from ReZero.
But when the Crimson Oni went to tell the Blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
Oh, well, that's cute. Another cutscene. Oh shit! Oh shit! The place is gonna blow. Oh, fuck! Oh no.
I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
The music's kind of awesome.
Hey, I got this. Come on.
Oh, the music's really awesome. Save him. Save Takia.
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve! Ah, shut up, would ya?
Oh! Oh, that's so awesome. What a cool little cutscene. I just needed to make sure to record that bit because it seemed like, you know, the major cutscene of the quest.
There lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni.
I don't know why they're showing
They were the best of friends.
more of this, but...
The crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left. After a long time, the crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the blue Oni back home.
So they're catching it up to date now.
The crimson Oni didn't know where to find the blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains
Aw.
and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the blue Oni had once done, the crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Owl, I've made lots of human friends now.
Ow.
I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Owl. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring
Aw.
fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The crimson Oni was right behind him.
Cute. Aww.
Hey, you're finally back.
That's beautifully animated.
I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
Very cute. Hey, okay. It is time for the event. The fucking event. It took me a while to get up to this location.
Ah, don't you worry, Jack Attack. We'll find that dog, even if it's hiding in Tenshukaku.
Ito, it's just a myth.
Dvorak. What dog?
Whoa, compadre! And Paimon! You finally made it! Oh man, have I missed you guys. Ah, oh, yeah, and this is Dvorak. a musician from Fontaine. Jack Attack, you know these two,
From
right?
Fontaine, I haven't been there yet.
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, it's you!
Dvorak.
It's so wonderful to see you both again. I feel like that lantern rite was just yesterday. How have you been?
I don't remember this guy.
So how did you end up hanging around with Ito? Is he helping you with the iridescence tour now?
Oh, you better believe it, Mini Melon. But that's only half the story. This is no ordinary iridescence tour. Me and Jack Attack are teaming up to turn this into the iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness.
Hell yeah.
Rockin' for life? What do you know about rock and roll, Bullchucker?
Huh? What, you never heard of Bullchucker rock before? Moo, moo, moo! Don't try and understand it, Mini Melon. It'll melt your mind. It's about letting loose. Come on, give us some lavender melon rock.
Okay, speak for yourself, mister. Sounds like you're the one whose mind is melting.
What's this dog you were talking about?
Just a local legend I heard about. Apparently there was a war between the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi not too long ago. Is that right?
Such a waste. When will people learn? Make rock and roll, guys. Not war.
A tragedy to be sure. Countless animals were affected by the fallout.
A raven, a bakadanuki, a weasel thief, and many more sustained injuries.
Fair point. The animals didn't deserve that. But, not to downplay it or anything, but didn't even worse stuff happen than that?
In the eyes of a rocker, all living things are equally important.
So did this dog get injured too?
No. The story goes that this dog was something like a ninkin. It would show up out of nowhere in the middle of a battle to rescue the injured animals and take them to safety.
Ah. Awesome. Little Batman.
Rockin' and rollin' to the rescue! A king among canines! Woo! There'll always be a place for him in the Arataki gang.
In Rito, I was actually there while the war was going on. It inspired me to write a song about it. I was even planning to host a music festival around the same theme, but unfortunately, I couldn't convince my investors.
Oh, yeah. I heard all about that. They claimed they had to cancel their plans because of an accident at sea, but that was just a lame excuse.
Yes. They weren't optimistic about the potential return on investment. Plus, I don't know, there seemed to be some other risks they were worried about.
What kind of risks?
Good question. Risks only apparent to people with mora to throw around, I suppose.
I agree. When people have too much mora, they lose their rock and roll spirit.
They do, huh?
He's just justifying his own poorness.
Rock and roll spirit anyway.
You know, the spirit of, you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. And that sort of stuff.
Huh. By that definition, aren't the investors the most rock and roll people in this scenario?
The point is, those chumps are out, and Arataki Ito is in. I'm running the show from here on out.
Oh, yeah, right! How are you gonna fill in for the investors? Do you even have any more?
You know what's interesting? Is that, like, I'm doing quests from ages ago. Like, the main quests that I'm doing are from ages ago. And this event is from right now, right? So these are the most recent lines recorded. And I can tell a subtle difference in the way Paimon's voice actor does her voice now. And it's interesting, like, I would not have noticed it, I think, if over time, like, I played the quests, like, in order. But since I went straight from an older quest to a newer quest, I can tell there is, like, a difference to the way she does the voice.
I have faith in Ito.
It's not majorly different, and it's not worse or better, it's just different.
Well-known and influential organization in this area, and has even been known to rub shoulders with the local authorities.
Rub shoulders is putting it mildly. More like they're always locking horns.
Hey, don't look down your nose at the Arataki gang. I got connections, all right? Even the Tri-Commission listens to what I have to say.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot, whatever you say.
You can doubt it all you want, Mini Melon, but it's the truth. You know that guy in the Yashiro Commission? Well, he and I are officially bros. That's right. I'm talking about Toma, housekeeper extraordinaire. And there's the general from the Tenryo Commission, Kujo Tengu. I mean, sure, we're always ribbing each other, but it comes from a place of deep mutual respect.
Mutual? Yeah, Paimon's not so sure about that.
So what about the Kanji Commission?
Okay, fair. No first name contacts there. But the Arataki gang is a big contributor to the revenue stream. All those fines we pay.
Fines?
Huh? No! I meant taxes.
No!
But that's not all. Let's not forget my contacts outside of the Tri-Commission, huh? Amazing, talented people from all walks of life. Like, like the TCG legend, Ayato. Oh, yeah. He's made quite a name for himself.
I'm a bit of a TCG legend myself. You know, I don't think I've lost a TCG game yet. I haven't played any, like, PvP TCG. But I don't think I've lost a game against in PvE.
In fact, they got a saying now. Ayato of the South, Ito of the North.
Look at that face Trevor's
giving.
giving.
The only serious competition he's got in all of Inazuma.
Did you make that saying up?
Then there's the Fox Lady, VIP customer of Yukio's ramen stall and fellow participant in the Ramen Masters Championship. I was her only worthy opponent. Also, you know that lonely god in Tenshukaku? Well, guess what? Turns out it was her lifelong wish to catch one of Arataki Ito's events. During the Drum-Along Festival, the Tenryo Commission were worried that their almighty shogun might have too much fun and lose interest in running the government. That's why they invited me over to stay for a couple of days.
Wow, look at you. Sounds like you're really going up in the world. At this rate, you'll have made shogun by the next time we see you. And then Paimon will have to call you Almighty Bullchucker.
The Arataki gang never ceased to amaze.
Well, I'll admit I heard a few exaggerations there myself.
Yeah, a lot.
Regardless, Ito has helped me secure a venue for this event, and for that, I owe him my thanks.
Ah, it's nothing. Don't mention it. My bro Goro sorted it all out for me. Let's both go thank him later.
Wait, you know Goro?
Yup. I always knew him as General Goro of the Resistance Fighters. But I had no idea there was more to the story. Turns out, he has another identity.
What is it?
You've, heard of Miss Hina, right?
Miss Hina?
Miss Hina? So you...
Hey, no need to yell, all right? Yes, Miss Hina. She's the one who told me. After falling for the Tenryou Commission's tricks at the Drumalong Festival, I figured I'd find a new location this time, somewhere out of their reach, like, here, for example. So I wrote Miss Hina a letter, asking if she knew anything about the procedure for holding an event on Watatsumi Island. She wrote me back right away and said I could ask Watatsumi Island's general for help, and that his name was Goro. I was like, what? General Goro is the general of all Watatsumi Island?
That was close. Paimon's with you now, but what did you think general meant?
What do you mean? Isn't it like one general per squad or something?
That's called a captain.
I don't blame him that much, because I don't
Either
really
way,
know
if it
much
wasn't for
about
Miss
titles.
Hina, I never would have known. Pretty rock and roll, huh? All right. Good chat, compadre. I just remembered I got a meeting with Goro coming up. Gonna ask him about that dog situation.
Want us to join?
You guys focus on having a blast here at the festival. I think I can handle this little canine conundrum. There's still a few days left until the big party, so not everything's set up yet. But, the jam zone and the roasted lavender melon zone are ready for action. Have fun, compadre.
What a character. Kind of admire his enthusiasm, though. Well, it looks like it's just the three of us for now. Why don't I show you the jam zone to start with?
Sure. Let's see this jam zone. First leg. This ain't your daddy's iridescence tour. Go to the jam zone. Oh yeah. Here we go. Are these lavender melons just like lying on the ground that I can't pick up? Okay.
Here we are. I've supplied musical scores and instruments from various regions, including a horn I personally brought from Fontaine. You can play whatever music you like. If you get tired, the roasted lavender melon zone is just over there.
Got it.
Ito says that lavender melons are rock and roll fuel.
Hey, cut that out! Oh, lucky Ito's gone, otherwise Paimon would never hear the end of it. Let's change the topic. What other fun stuff is there to do here, Mr. Dvorak?
Well, we're planning to invite some more music enthusiasts, and we're still getting some supplies together, so we can decorate the place a little. But it could take some time. The Arataki gang has shifted their focus to the dog situation ever since I brought it up. Only one of them is actually sticking to the plan. Her name is Kuki Shinobu. She's out delivering invitations right now.
Yep, that's the Arataki gang for ya. Everyone else goofs around while Shinobu gets things done. We should help out. We can't let this event get totally derailed when Shinobu's out there doing her part.
Oh, I mean, are you sure?
Absolutely.
That would be extremely useful. We're starting to get behind schedule, and a couple extra pairs of hands could make all the difference.
No problem. We're happy to help. So you need us to find some music lovers and gather materials for decorating. Was that it?
Exactly. According to the original plan, we aim to finish everything in 5 days, and then the big party can begin. Actually, give me a second. I'll make you a checklist of all the outstanding tasks. That way it'll all be clearer. Oh, also, one other tidbit to share with you. Ito is planning to perform a song on stage on the final day of the event.
God damn.
Ugh, typical bullchucker always has to be the center of attention.
Oh my god, her fucking voice. Why don't you do a song?
Oh, Paimon would steal the show for sure. No one would give Ito a second look after that. Pretty sure he'd yell out, Paimon's so rock and roll it hurts, and then he'd run off the stage.
I like that they show it.
Those are some bold claims, Miss Paimon. But that kind of confidence would serve you well on the stage.
Paimon's just kidding. Anyway, we'll be ready for that checklist as soon as it's done, Mr. Dvorak.
Great. Feel free to take a look around. I'll bring it over in a few minutes.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of little menial tasks and stuff, I think. So if there's anything cool happening, I'll record again. Actually, I'm going to record right now because Shinobu and Heizo, who I have not met yet in the story. So I know them, kind of. I mostly know Shinobu. I don't really know much about Heizo. But since this is my first time seeing these characters in the story.
Although, not that surprising, to be honest. I was just telling Miss Shinobu that I had a sneaking suspicion we might run into you.
Oh, cool. A young detective working at because this is the first time I've met him, so it's coming up here. A young detective working at the Tenryou Commission who appears well-behaved and polite, but actually thumbs his nose at all the official mumbo-jumbo. As someone with extensive experience in solving crimes, Heizo is always the first one the head of the police station turns to whenever there is an unusually complicated case. However, according to the young detective himself, his true trump card has never been experience but intuition. No wonder he always wears a confident smile on his face. That's what we call ease of a genius. Cool, he's a detective.
Doshin Shikanoin was talking about you constantly the whole way here. I guess the universe answered his prayers.
Well, he's got a crush on me. Okay, Deputy of the Arataki Gang, legal consultant, expert chef, expert tailor, Kuki Shinobu. The many qualifications Shinobu has passed for, big and small, are printed on the face of her name card, and her fields of expertise are many indeed. Please contact me at Hanamizaka if the gang's members do anything discourteous, and the matter will be fixed within 3 days. You can see the emotion behind these words in the way they're written in the back, on the back in a hand so strong that you can see the outlines on the card's front face. You can't help but wonder if it is matters or people that are going to get fixed. I always like from the trailer and stuff that I saw of her, I liked her a lot. She's supposed to be like the super capable sort of assistant to the Arataki clan gang.
It's called intuition. Names pop into my head at relevant moments, just the way my mind works.
Good to see you both.
Island sure wasn't expecting Heizo to be the first one to show up.
Boss nagged me to prioritize the Tenryou Commission invitations. He specifically requested Madame Kujo Sara and Doshin Shikanoin.
So, why isn't Sara here?
Almost certainly because she has no desire whatsoever to see Ito.
I have desire to see her, though.
Here's what was written on the invitation letter. Kujo Tengu, come meet me at the top of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Let's go nuts and have a totally rock and roll sumo wrestling match.
If I were Kujo Sara, I'd jump at the chance to throw Ito off the roof.
But then wouldn't Kokomi come and throw Sara off too? All that stomping around on her roof, the noise would drive her crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Madame Kujo Sara's response was much more magnanimous than mine would have been. She gave us a basket of lavender melons to bring as a gift.
That's nice.
Magnanimous? I'm not so sure. Something tells me she's trying to send a message.
What message?
If that Oni brat wants to pick a fight with me, there will be plenty of lavender melons waiting for him at the police station.
Interesting message.
Maybe the fact you assume that says more about you than her. So what about the other basket of lavender melons, huh? Is that one from you? What message are you trying to send?
The other basket is actually from a few of us at the police station. I chipped in, and so did some other Doshin who've arrested Ito before, and so did some of Ito's former cellmates. So, I guess this basket of lavender melons is our way of saying, there'll always be a place for you here.
Maybe just give Boss the melons and don't mention that part.
Sure. Well, my work is done here, anyway. Now that I've delivered the lavender melons and said hello to the traveler, I should probably get going.
Aren't you gonna stay for the event?
Don't worry. I'll definitely be back for the big party.
Good.
But I have some business to attend to in Rito first.
Eesh, being a detective sounds busy. I got you running around all over the place. Oh, wait, Rito! Do you happen to know anything about a mystery Ninken that appeared during the war? Apparently a lot of people in Rito were talking about it.
Ah, the dog, yes? That was the inspiration behind this music festival, wasn't it? Shinobu told me all about it.
Oh, never mind. Paimon just thought a detective might have the inside scoop.
I'm only speculating here.
Scoop. The way she
From
said
experience,
scoop was funny.
I'd say it's probably just a local legend. I doubt the dog even exists. What's wrong? From the look on your face, you've got a vested interest in this situation.
Well, it feels like part of the quest, so...
Interesting. Well, since I'm going to Rito anyway, I can always ask around and see where it leads.
How much do you charge?
Don't be silly. If this matters to you, that's a good sign that it'll turn out to be something that interests me, too.
You got intuition that we have good
Stay
intuition.
tuned for more info.
Okay, he seems like a kind of cool
Seems like
character.
Doshin Shikanoin's quite the lone wolf. Well, I'd better get back to delivering these invitations. Gotta make sure the big party's a success.
Awesome. Kiss goodbye?
In that case, guess it's time for us to get to work too.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's that list for you. If you can work your way through all this, we'll be back on track.
Cool, see you later. What's going on? Oh, this is... Oh, okay. Oh my god. That's right, it is like a rhythm game, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay, what am I gonna do? This one sounded kind of cool, I think. Yeah, this is the magician one. Okay. Alright. Let's perform. Oh. Do we need to, like, walk to the stage? Is that what we gotta do? Yeah, Miko's here. Cool. Oh, go over to the man.
Hello. Would you...
Yes, I would like to... I'll have a go.
Before you get started, you'll want to
Okay, calibrate my instrument. Press the spacebar or left click to the drum beat on an accented note. Adjust the decision line so that it roughly coincides with the note position you entered. Okay, I'll try. Oh, that was bad. See, I think it's actually fine. It's actually... I'm the problem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's online, but maybe I'll bring it down a tiny bit. Okay, let's try that. All right.
Hello. Would you like...
Now, am I gonna be terrible?
Great. I've been looking...
Am I gonna be terrible? Some rhythm games I'm good at, some I'm terrible at. Generally, ones on keyboards I'm terrible at. So let's see. I'm gonna try it on hard though. I know it's crazy to start on hard. It might not be crazy because I'm assuming that's it's the second highest difficulty. I'm assuming it's not gonna be that hard. During the performance, different notes will appear on the screen. When a note falls on the decision line, strike the decision line to score points. The amount of points scored will vary depending on the timing of your stroke. A long note is represented by a long strip of line. Hold the button to play the note, then release after the live shoot. It's used in the interface theme will be based on the music. Got it. But how do I... Oh, okay. ASDJKL. Okay. Here I go. Oh, it's Kuchin playing it. Let's see how good I am. Shit. It's a good song. Reminds me of Persona. Shit, I got a good. Okay. It's kind of difficult in my brain to like line up these notes with where my fingers are. I'm doing fine, but it's not as intuitive as I would like. It's not really their fault, the game's fault. These are probably good buttons to choose for it. Oh shit! Ba-ba. See, I used to play Bang Dream Girls Band Party every night. I did fine on that. It gave me 3 stars. I guess that's good. Yeah, I used to play Bang Dream Girls Band Party every night. And then I also... what can I change here? Beat note sound. I kind of want to hear a bit of the beat note sound. I was wondering why I didn't have any sound. It's interesting that it's off by default, but I guess that's good. Interface styles. Do I want to change any of that? I mean, I was fine with it, honestly. What was I saying? Yeah, I used to play Bang Dream Girls Band Party every night. So I played one rhythm game, and I played that every night for like a year and a half, 2 years. And then I played Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage every night for a little bit. And then I stopped playing all of them. Not because I stopped liking them, but because I needed to move on with my life. I don't know. Okay, here I go. No, it was because I like kind of didn't have much time for it anymore. Because there was a lot that I was doing every night. I was like reading manga and reading books and trying to do work and Duolingo every night. Bum 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 bum. Shit. I get J and K mixed up the most out of all of this. Yeah. Shit. I think after this I gotta try the difficulty that's a bit higher and see if I can do it. I don't have great confidence that I'll be able to do it. But, you know, I'm not utterly failing this. Bum, 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 bum. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna try the next song. It's good getting these rewards is very good. Because I mean, 60 Primo Gems just for playing the song is kind of great. Let's try Pro. We're gonna try Pro, okay? Let's see how embarrassing this is. I didn't hear the note sounds, by the way. I'm not really hearing the note sounds. I know I didn't turn it up very loud, but I'm not hearing it at all. Okay, I'm gonna need a focus. $69 combo. Hell yeah. You know what? I'm not embarrassed by that. I thought I'd be very embarrassed. I made some mistakes, sure. But I got to the end. 95%. Still got 3 stars. I mean, I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that. So that means I can do pro. That's a good sign. All right, let's try. How do you unlock like more? Oh, cool. They unlock over time. That's kind of good because then I'll spread the game out a bit. All right, let's try the last one we got. Here I go. Watch as I own it. I like these songs. Oh god. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm kind of embarrassing myself here, but... Why didn't I hold that? What's wrong with me? I did so bad on this song. That is kind of embarrassing. I mean, I'm sight reading these songs. I haven't heard these songs before, except maybe that was in the background of the Hu Tao trailer or whatever. It kind of sounded familiar. 3 stars. Does it always give you 3 stars, or is it just, you know, as long as you don't do so terribly? I mean, I didn't do terribly. It just feels terrible, you know. I want full combos, but. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, well, that was fun. What were the other things? Oh, because I'm going to go back to that. For sure. Event venue? Yeah. So, that's Extreme Carnival Ensemble. What's this? Follow Dvorak checklist by... Oh, okay. That's the checklist that he gave me. Okay, yeah, I can do that in my own time. That's fine. Oh, you photographed things. That's fun. Okay. Actually, that doesn't sound fun, but it's funny. Converse with music enthusiasts to get them to join the music festival. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Alright, cool. So nothing crazy that I need to do right now. Further favors. Collect 200 iridescence tour tickets. So once you get 800... you invite Goro. That doesn't sound too hard, considering I just got 320 just then, you know? So that's not bad at all. During a performance, you can hold the note button to cause Nightwind Horn to play a long note. Okay. Is there anything else you had here? It was just decorate, right?
No problem.
I don't want to decorate the venue right now. Was there anything else in this area that I... needed to do? I don't believe so. What quests here did I complete? Cool. Nice. Well, this is going to help me increase my battle pass a lot, which is great. Because if I can do all of this, that's 3 more. That's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 levels of the battle pass just from doing quest stuff. That's going to be great. All right, cool. Well, that's the event stuff, mainly. I'll record again if there's any extra cool stuff happening in the event, but otherwise, maybe the next time you see me will just be quest stuff. I don't know. You'll find out in a second. Here's what you're seeing next, and this is me a minute and a half later. I just realized I've got enough for another Arlecchino pull. I think someone corrected me that it's pronounced Arlecchino, not Arlecchino. So let's see if I can do it this time. Here I go. Come on. Come on. Okay. We're getting her in this group of 10. We're doing it. We're doing it. Lynette. Okay. Well, you know, it could be a character that I don't like. So, that's fine. Whatever. Whatever, man. I know pity exists. So, I feel like if I just keep trucking at it, I'll get the pity. Alright, let's see what the constellation is. Wow, I've already got Constellation 1 for her? Constellation 2. Whenever the Boggle Cat box is summoned by Magic Trick Astonishing Shift, fires a vivid shot. It will fire an extra vivid shot. Nice. Cool. I do wanna get Lynette up there because I do like her character's design and stuff in general. So, yeah. Anyway, there it is. I got a lot of Primo Gems today, so I have enough once again for another 10 pull. Oh god. Let's see if today's the day that I get my girl, because there's only 4 days left on this wish, so I'm getting nervous that I'm not gonna quite make it, but we'll see. Here I go. I'm looking away. I don't like to get it spoiled here. We're gonna get Arlecchino, okay? We're gonna get her. 1, 2. I mean, I will not accept anything except Arlecchino. Oh no, it's a book. It's a book. We got a book. Oh!
I am the knave, Arlecchino, 4th of the Fatui.
Yes!
The children of the House of the Hearth call me Father. I do hope our partnership proves to be a pleasant one, although I would imagine that should be fairly easy. After all, there's no cause for contention between us at the moment. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm so happy. Oh my god. Just screenshotting it. Whoa. That's awesome. I'm so happy about that. I don't know like if and when I'm going to be able to use her, because she's going to require a lot of effort, and obviously also probably being in Fontaine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Voiced by Erin Yvette. Very nice. I mean,
whenever I return home at midday, I often find the children sprawled. Flames course through my body.
What's their favorite
on
food?
On occasion, we hold barbecue dinners at the house, and the children prepare the ingredients themselves.
Oh.
They enjoy participating in activities like that, and the feeling is mutual.
Amazing. This is really good, because I feel like I would not have been able to, like, maybe I would have been able to get enough for another 10 pull, but I'm not quite sure. I feel like that might have been the last 10 pull I could have done in this time. And so, whew, man, I'm so happy about that. That's amazing. Yeah, it's gonna take ages to actually like properly start leveling her up. At least I can do the first ascension immediately. But to get her to a state where I can actually use her, it's gonna be a while, because I'm not in Fontaine yet, and I'm trying not to just go to Fontaine, like, if I don't need to. Whoa, that was crazy. Like, if it's not in the story. That's an awesome fucking animation, because I want to do it like with the story, you know? I want to go to a new place when it says to go to a new place. But I mean, honestly, I might change that that whole thing soon if I, you know, feel like I really want to get it, or I might have to change it just to be able to do some of the new event stuff, which some of it requires you be in Sumeru or Fontaine. But anyway, I'm happy I got Arlecchino. I'm so happy. Oh my god.